It is. The opening tip to the Pistons, and we're underway at Little Caesars Arena. That event.
Substitutions, Boston. Into the game for the Pistons, number 1.
Rose to Jackson. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Going a launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Jackson. To Rose. Jackson. Won't go. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. Jay, for once, Trader Danny was Danny Ainge. Celtics didn't do that much, but Eastern Conference didn't see much change either.
Yeah, they didn't need to do anything if you're the Boston Celtics. You already have all the pieces to the puzzle. There's no doubt about it. The Celtics are now in the driver's seat.
Short jumper misses. For three, shakes free and hits.
It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble, off a quick pass, or off an ISO. When the ball's in this young player's hands, something just feels right.
Jackson with it. Down 3. Here comes the screen. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Jaylen Brown. Here's a chance from long range. Message received. Well defended. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. And scores. Strong take.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
To Rose. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Jackson. His first effort off the mark. Count the basket inside.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Goes into the front court. 5-point game. Screen coming.
You got the screen right.
He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Boston with the basketball. To Marcus Smart. Fires the 3. Won't go down. Jackson with it. Down 5. To Griffin. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
To Jaylen Brown. Fires the 3. Rebounds claimed by Detroit. Jackson with it. They're down 3. Rose.
Touch screen.
To Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 2-4 now. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Andre Drummond snatching it out of the air. Pistons ball here.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Jackson to Drummond. And look out. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
To Marcus Smart. Here comes the screen. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
To Jaylen Brown. Beyond the arc for 3. Not easy.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Jackson. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. Sizing up the defense. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. He can't get past the defender. Short jumper won't go down. The pass set it all up.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Jackson to Rose. Drummond has a chance. Wide open look, won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
Celtics have it. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Like that.
Long heave from 3/4 court. First quarter's complete. The Celtics have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Walker into the front court. His team on top.
We got this. Let's go. Entering the game for Detroit, number 27, Zaza Pachulia. Stepping in.
Kennard to Griffin. Gets it in the right corner. Down to Zaza. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
To Kemba Walker. 4-3. Tough shot. He hits.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Pistons have it. Kennard to Alonzo Trier. Here comes the screen.
Oh, I've been waiting for this matchup.
Alonzo Trier. To Cantor. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Curling inside to Walker from long range. Look out, Kemba hitting the touch shots here.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Griffin shot off the mark. Celtics have it. To Kemba Walker. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Deep left corner. Not that time. Lays it up and in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Alonzo Trier to Griffin. To Alonzo Trier. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game, and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
To Hayward. Walker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Man, that was a tough shot.
They got him in the first round to do exactly that. Make tough shots and help them win games.
Kennard to Griffin. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's the Celtics with the rebound. To Walker. To Hayward. For three, and Gordon Hayward knocks down a wide open look.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
There you go. Finally, shoot your shot.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Walker. To Hayward. Easy path to the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Rebound pulled in by the Pistons. Kennard down low for Griffin. Slams it down.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds it inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Let's go.
To Hayward. The drive right to the basket. Hayward. To Kemba Walker. Here's a chance from long range. Textbook defense. To Alonzo Trier. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Boston with the basketball. To Walker. Goes to the left side. Hayward. the shot clock. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it. Kennard goes to the right side. From the outside, no good.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
Hayward. And Griffin, the rebound. Kennard to Griffin. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Count the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
It's Detroit's ball.
Me and you.
Kennard to Griffin. Probing the defense. It's Boston with the rebound. To Hayward. Fires the three. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
It's good. And one.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Missed the foul shot. To Kemba Walker. To Hayward. Oh, had him going there for a second. Walker. Fires the three. And Pachulia there to grab the rebound. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
To Walker. And the basket good at the rim.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Alonzo Trier. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Kemba Walker. Beyond the arc for three. That's dancing with danger. Kemba Walker left wide open, and he drills it for three.
And here's the setup, Ed, down the stretch. From a player who's been in these type of positions, eventually I'm going to hit you with a head fake, and you're going to have to jump considering I just made the last couple of threes. And that's when I find an easy way to get to the rim or force the defense to collapse to kick out for, guess what, another one.
4-3. Knocks it down.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Here we go. I got him.
Screen coming.
Screen right, screen right, screen right.
5 seconds to shoot. From long range, it's no good. Shots not going down. To Alonzo Trier. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
See, you been working on your game.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Substitution being made in this one. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Pass stolen by Detroit.
You go back to the principles. Things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Here comes the screen. Lets it fly from long range, and he can't get it to go down. It's no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Second effort. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't connect. For 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
To Drummond. Here comes the screen. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
Off the assist.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
Here's a chance from long range. Not getting... Oh, and a putback.
Yo, I'm telling you, that's a highlight waiting to happen.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
To Hayward. Walker. Count the bucket for 2.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Fires the 3. He engulfed him that time. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And I love when people are saying, well, he's not an exciting player. I don't need him to be exciting. I need him to be fundamentally sound.
To Alonzo Trier. Good look that time, but off the mark. Fires the 3. That's good D. Shot no good. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
I got your help here.
Hayward.
Shut up.
Another chance. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Celtics way out in front. Pistons basketball here to start the 4th quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Drives, but a shot won't go down. Beyond the arc for 3. Well defended. Rose into the front court. His guys down big to Alonzo Trier. Cashes in for 2.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Has a look. And he hits.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Rose to Alonzo Trier. And hits the first free throw. Able to convert.
All right, let's do this.
Entering the game for the Pistons, number 0, Andre
I got ball. I got ball.
Rose. Passed it off. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Hayward to Cantor. 4-3. No good. That's great defense.
I got him. Here we go.
Ennis Cantor able to recover with the block.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
From long range. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
The assist from number 25, Derrick Rose.
Lets it fly from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Rose into the front court. His guys down 11. Here comes the screen.
For the Detroit Pistons, Derrick Rose to the line, shooting 1.
Unable to connect on the free throw. Rose to Drummond. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Rose, that's his second personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Trying to cash in. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something Be creative. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Rose to Alonzo Trier. Kemba Walker, guarded by Derrick Rose. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
To Alonzo Trier. Baseline drive. Oh, defender pulls the chair. Spinning shot. Won't fall. Celtics have it. Has a chance. He's looking for that touch.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Rose into the front court. Trailing by 15. To Alonzo Trier. Gets it in the right corner. Alonzo Trier. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't go down. Smothering defense. The follow won't go either. Going to launch beyond the arc. He'll take that any day.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
Rose to Alonzo Trier. Has a look. Deep two there. Won't go. To Walker for three. How's this for a hot start? He's 5 of 5 from three-point range.
And I get mesmerized every time I watch him shoot. Great release, up and down, comes down in the same spot every time.
Rose to Alonzo Trier. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Confidence is such a beautiful thing, isn't it? Even if your perceived abilities prohibit it, you gotta be you.
Deep three at the buzzer. It's a victory here for the Celtics as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA.
The Celtics put together a nice win here today. And we're off.
Player of the game.
We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.